or choking with an uncertain outcome.
If this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato.
You recording?
Yeah.
Hi!
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh!
I don't like that at all.
Well, get used to it, pal, because I am full blown. Past tense for blow.
Full-blown AIDS?
Oh yeah, I'm full blown AIDS
yeah.
on this mother.
Yeah, full-blown gout.
I don't say bad words anymore because I'm a Christian.
Oh, Kevin went back to the church.
I went back. I did
because of COVID.
Look, I was sitting in the audience, and the pastor goes, "Brothers and sisters, if you ever make slightly racist jokes and you feel guilty about it, what that is, that's the Lord. He's pulling on your heartstrings, the Holy Spirit speaking to you." And I started tearing up. My wife's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "If you laugh at your friend that alludes to the N-word, you might be a redneck."
You went to Jeff Foxworthy's church.
I did. I went to Jeff.
Get her done.
Right.
Yeah, get her done.
You might be a Methodist.
Yeah, I started praying the prayer, and Larry the Cable Guy yelled, "Get her done."
Yeah. I was trying to
Lord,
pitch.
please come into my heart. Get it? That's salvation right there. I don't care who you is.
I
Is he
was
wearing a suit with the sleeves cut off?
Oh yeah, still frayed.
Yeah. I was trying to pitch to my friend the other day was you should do Jeff Fox. He's Jewish, my
I
friend.
thought you were more of a catcher.
I was, well, Kevin, how dare you?
Oh, roasted.
Yeah.
Got your ass on a spit.
We should have had a simple sound effect here for you. He's Jewish, and I was just trying to pitch, you might be a Hasid.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you won't sell a box to a Gentile boy from Texas, you might be a Hasid.
If you get upset about your son dating a non-Jewish person,
Right.
you might be this.
He didn't text me back, by the way.
Oh, okay. So we should stop doing that.
Yeah. Larry the Jewish guy.
We're ruining marriages.
Come on.
We're breaking up relationships.
Come on, Larry the Jewish guy? That's good.
That is pretty
Yeah.
good.
I don't have any bits for it.
That's the
but-
deal. I don't care who you are.
Something about, like, I don't care who you are that's funny right there, but it's about Palestine. I'm trying to...
Yeah.
I'm not really sure here.
that's-
Build the wall, I tell you.
That's our land. I don't care who you are.
Extend the wall at another foot. I don't care who you are. Oh my God.
God bless all the coins in my purse.
Typically about an imminent event or choking with an uncertain outcome.
If this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.
Welcome to Brain Jail, everybody.
Hey, it's Sunday, April 26th. I'm Kevin Tinkin.
I did a normal one.
That is Benjamin Allen Avery, the voice of Woke Satan. Across from me is Jace Wayne Avery, a.k.a. Jace Wayne Avery, a.k.a. I draw my stupid face or something.
I draw my fat, stupid face. I don't
Yeah, on
know.
Instagram. Ben
Yeah.
is at Riri Soda. This is Brain Jail. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We know your podcast choices are vast, and here you are listening to three fucking retards. Just making fun of each other and having a good time. We're in the middle of the coronavirus. I'm a big Trump fan. Got my $3,600 Trump check the other day.
You
Went
got
out
$3,600
$3,600 bones, dude.
for your kids got Trump checks?
How does that work?
I got a couple of kids, bro. I got a wife and two kids.
Now the scam's finally paying off.
Yeah.
So did your wife get 3,600 also?
Oh, the whole family got it. Just
So
collectively.
Kevin gets $1,200, his wife gets $1,200, and then they get $1,200 for the kids.
Yeah.
$600 a kid.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
I think it's 36 or something, 30 something. Yeah, it was great. He signed it and everything. Big man. The big man signed it, the check.
Yeah.
You know,
Was
I
it
got
a big check?
Oh, yeah.
Like a lottery check?
I bought so much gold in
Animal Crossing?
in Animal Crossing. I got Red Dead Redemption. I'm getting new revolvers. I'm getting new etchings.
You
in
wasted
gold.
the entire stimulus check on digital.
I got new quad stash tabs on Path of Exiles, dude. I'm subscribing to people on Twitch Prime, folks. It is Corona time, baby.
Yeah, my stimulus check went to OnlyFans. just in a day. Yeah.
Hey, you got. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
You see a picture of somebody on the profile, you go, I got to see that hog.
Yeah, I paid Lizzo to call me a little bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
It cost $1,200.
Well,
yeah.
thank you, Trump.
Yeah.
Well, if you're listening and you've been enjoying the podcast, do us a favor and go over to iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. Hey, leave us a 5-star review, okay?
Jesus.
Okay.
You just drank 2 monsters.
Man,
Did you really?
No, I had some of your.
I gave him an espresso.
your
That's the
beautiful
problem.
wife's.
What flavor
espresso.
did you have?
Big O Dick flavor, thick Rick Dick coffee.
I would hate that. I'd hate a coffee that tastes like my own dick.
Every cup is poured over
I'd ask
Ben
you what it
Avery's
tastes like.
cock.
I'd ask you what it tastes like, but I've sucked my own dick before.
What does it taste like?
Like that fucking cup of coffee. in your hand.
Bitter, and it keeps you awake.
Yeah. Well, this cup of coffee tastes like a goddamn dick. I think the camp chef has been putting his dick in the coffee. That's just me.
Hey, who been putting their dick in the coffee?
Well, how you know what dick tastes like, Greg?
You just dip your balls into the whole pot.
But it's the
Man.
cowboy. It's the cowboy percolator,
Yeah,
which
where-
is the big metal thing where they just pour dirt in with water and then just throw it in the
Right.
campfire,
And it
it's
gets
scalding
like
hot.
800 degrees,
Yeah.
and you can't drink it until the next day.
A man who's never been ironic and never smiled is making it on a campfire, and then he just slowly dips his balls into it. And
Right.
somebody goes, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" He goes, "That's a cowboy way."
That's listen.
Look, you ain't used to being out here in the homestead. Apparently, that's how we do it.
You never had Rocky Mountain coffee, boy.
That's actually that works.
Right, you got to put a couple rocks in there, a couple balls.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters
Rocky
famously
Mountain coffee.
are what bison balls?
Bison from Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, bison.
What are you talking about?
Bison balls or whatever.
I think no, I think they're cow bulls, cow testicles,
cow testicles
Or
bull
bull
testicles.
testicles
Because cows are the women.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Cows are the sluts.
Yeah, the whores.
Yeah.
and
And
bulls, are
are the cocks.
fucking straight up studs, dude. Straight up studs.
Do you think there's cuckolding in the animal kingdom?
No,
Like, is there like a frog that jerks off while some other frog fucks his wife?
that would be the last frog in that frog's genetic makeup.
Maybe
and
he's just a freak, dude.
That marker wouldn't pass on to the other frog. Now, if it's what he would have to do.
Okay.
He would be if he was like in a frog gangbang.
Sure.
And then everybody was like fucking all kinds of frogs, and he fucked a couple of frogs, but then, or maybe before, he likes to warm it up.
Right.
Just jerk it a couple of times.
Yeah, sure.
But amphibians got cloacas. They'd have to that'd be a first use of tools. Like he's got a little I don't know, like a pine needle or some sort of stick.
As a dildo?
Yeah.
Okay.
A frog D.
Okay. Frog D.
Dildos and dildon'ts.
Do frogs don't have dicks?
No, I don't think so. They got quokkas. They're amphibians.
Oh man.
I don't think they have dicks.
I always
no,
thought-
they lay eggs. Yeah.
I thought they had dicks because of that old phrase, a frog wouldn't bump his dick a hoppin'.
Oh, bump his ass a hopping.
Oh, bump his... I make it dick because that's funny to me.
Yeah.
It seems that all of their evolution, it just flowed right into their tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
100%.
Because they don't have a nice ass.
Oh, they're so
and
good
they
at
don't
eating...
have a dick and balls.
They're so good at eating pussy.
They
then.
all just have pussies. Like the species was born female only, where they
Right.
just had big pussies.
Yeah.
Dude, they can
Yeah.
eat like pussy from like 4 feet away.
Yeah, yep.
That's
Yep.
great. Yeah. You could just be like by a pond by yourself, and then all of a sudden you feel somebody eating your pussy.
That sticky licky.
I think that it's the divine plan. Because if he had given the frogs dicks
Preach.
with their tongues, they would have jacked their own dicks off and never procreated.
That's
Wow.
true. Yeah. They would have been punching their dick.
You know what? What another great sign to point to a creator. You know what I mean? Like all these people are talking about it. Well, show me the proof.
Yeah.
Show me the proof of God. It's right there.
Did you ever hear the one where they're like, tell me how a banana can fit perfectly into a... I heard that one before.
I love it. And I also wanted to
Because it is, I mean, the hack joke, it's like, it's the same as a dick. It can fit in a
The
man's
one that
hand.
makes the
Yes,
least amount
exactly.
of sense is they look at one guy I remember growing up. He looked at the sunset, like at a youth thing at someone's house. He goes, when someone looks at that sunset, I don't know how they can't believe that there's a God.
Yeah,
And I was like, what?
I look in my son's eyes, I know there's a God.
It's not an answer.
Who's what?
And he's white.
Yeah.
And he's got beautiful blue eyes.
We went to in college.
First of all, there's like billions of religions, so it doesn't even prove your point.
Right.
You fucking retard.
There's somebody on the other
Hey.
side of the world being like, I tell you, when I look at a sunset, how can you not believe in the great and powerful Shiva? The destroyer of worlds.
Dude, me and Jace were kind of going off about Hinduism last night. We were
I don't
like,
know if we were going on.
dude, we were roasting Hinduism.
Oh, it's not okay to make fun of other religions. Just
No,
Christianity.
we found on YouTube, we were trying to watch this movie, Krisha, which was pretty good. I fell asleep.
or Krisha.
Krisha. But I mistyped it into YouTube, and I typed in Krishna, which God forbid I ever typed that into YouTube.
The TV
Hare
fell
Krishna.
off the wall.
The TV exploded, and then we had to bring an exorcist. But it brought up this show. It's called like Lil Krishna or something,
Or like Baby
Shut the
Krishna.
It's like, I swear to God, it's like Baby Krishna or Lil Krishna.
Do they have a little head shaved except for the one patch?
No, it's literally like Krishna, like little blue ass Krishna as a baby. I watched a little bit of it because
Well,
I was
I-
bored and high.
Give me some context because I don't even know what this is. I know
It's-
the only thing
it's-
Krishna I know is a Hare Krishna.
Well, Krishna is like a god in Hinduism, right?
Yeah, it's
Ah.
the blue.
the blue
It's
guy.
the little
Yeah.
blue asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'll pull it up for you, Kevin.
Yeah,
just so
you remember that Robert Oppenheimer quote? I've become, like Vishnu, destroyer of worlds. It's like that type of guy.
Yeah.
It has like 8
Yeah,
arms.
Oh,
and shit.
yeah.
When you go into an Indian restaurant, you see a little avatar looking guy.
Yeah, that's not the 8-arm guy. That's just that's,
Avatar, if he was addicted to jerking off, is
Yeah.
what Krishna looks like.
yeah,
Krishna always looks horny in the pictures for some reason.
kind of hot.
It's like, first of all, your god's a girl.
Yeah, first off,
First things fucking last.
First things seconds last. I think it is a guy, but it is a very feminine looking guy. So fuck you.
He's got red lipstick on.
Eat my dick. Your God's trans.
You're wearing a flower necklace and you're a man. Come on.
So the show is Little Krishna. So it's that gay blue guy,
Yeah.
except he's about 3 feet tall, and he's like, "Oh, mommy, oh no, you must not let the gays get married." And then like Krishna, he's like, "No, if they get married, I'm so mad." A little bit, and he's literally like running around, and he's like teaching the lessons of Krishna to
Wow.
little Indian
Yeah.
children.
And he's just
You turned it off.
he's pulling women out of their cars. They're trying to get into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little Krishna's like, "It is good if you 2 finger is good, 3 finger she's a whore, you kill her." Krishna.
He's throwing blankets on women.
Yeah,
Cover it up.
throwing acid
But-
in women's faces.
Me and Jace were like in the red quarter last night.
Yeah,
I
we-
was like, dude, I was steamed. I was like bright red. I was like, how are you going to worship a dude that's blue?
That's a good
That's
point.
it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's what that song by Eiffel 65 is about.
Eiffel 95.
Eiffel
I believe it's Eiffel 95.
Eiffel 19?
I might be wrong, but yeah. Sorry,
No.
not to derail the whole thing.
It's Eiffel 65.
God damn it.
I'm blue.
Fucking shit.
It's about Krishna.
I just Adam Khan over you, and I was wrong.
Hey, you blew it.
I fucking suck.
Actually,
So that's what they actually look like?
they're beautiful. What a bunch of
Yeah, they're like these European, and then one bald dad for some reason.
Wait,
hard.
so this isn't the Blue Man Group? That's different?
No, the Blue Man Group is the guys who dress blue and they perform in Vegas with the drums and shit.
I auditioned for Blue Man Group.
Really?
Yeah, I got into the not into the main. I was in the main, but I would have been in the supporting, but I couldn't go because of all the travel.
I know a friend who. Oh wait, never mind. Skip this story.
Damn, the Blue Man Group is worth $50 million because they just had those Vegas residencies.
Well, and they the Blue Man Group would essentially
Damn, America's retarded.
They could make anybody into a Blue Man, so they would just have multiple touring companies that would
Yeah.
go all over the place. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's
it's a
weird. You have to-
Jewish guy? His name's Matt Goldman.
He might be. Yeah.
Is that the
Smart.
founder of the Blue Man Group?
Are they Orthodox Jews that paint themselves blue?
Yes, that's fair. They're
No,
Hasids.
no. They'd have the pious. They'd have to.
Well, they
you know,
paint
shave it
they
up.
paint over the payas, so you can't see it.
Oh,
they tuck
okay.
they tuck the payas.
Okay. I see.
They're spray painting their yarmulkes blue.
That's right. Yeah, they're like they could never know the terrible truth about the Blue Man Group.
I don't like this.
What if we play? Well, gentlemen, here's the thing. You know, Hasids, Jewish people have never had a career in entertainment. We all know that.
Yeah.
But what if, in order to be Jewish and work in entertainment, we all paint ourselves like little baby Krishna? And what if we bang on a series of tubes and it makes Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne? You love that song.
Crazy Train?
That's like the one song I've seen them where they're like, doom, 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 doom.
Oh, dude, I was so excited about the Blue Man Group because it was like a job for a drummer.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you have to fit certain requirements, though?
If you want to be one of the Blue Men, that was the reason that I couldn't fit in. When I applied, I was the right weight. When I auditioned, I was the wrong weight, and I'll let you guess which direction I went. And so they offered me a position in the touring, supporting auxiliary percussion. So I would have just been playing drums on a riser.
How much money is that? How much money was that?
Nothing.
Oh, damn.
It was nothing. I think it was like $200 a performance.
But think of all the groupies, dude.
Yeah, it was going to come out to, I think it was going to be like a total of $1,200 a month or something like that. No food expenses.
That's
travel.
one stimulus check a month. That's not bad.
I know. Let me tell you something. That's a good deal. If you're turning down work, that's a problem.
We should think of all the pussy you're going to get from women who love the Blue Man Group.
Dude, I turned that down. I was supposed to be in the Knights of Columbus. Turned that down.
What is the Knights of Columbus?
It wasn't the Knights of Columbus. It was North Carolina's Drum and Bugle Corps.
Okay.
And I turned that down. I turned down a bunch of shit because I was like trying to be responsible or whatever.
Right.
It was fucking annoying. I should have done everything.
You could have been the drummer in the Allman Brothers.
Who knows what I could have done? I was like, I'm going to praise the Lord and raise children with this beautiful woman. And it turned out to be the only good thing in my life. However,
I will say.
it would have been dope to travel and like do all that shit, you know, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Who are the fat retards that are filing in to see the Blue Man Group?
Dude, they
Like,
are
who's
selling
flying
out
to
like
Nevada?
They're huge. Yeah, they're huge.
They sell-
Who's buying a ticket like on
It's an amazing
AmericanAirlines.com?
show.
to
I
see
think it's a lot of people who are like go to Vegas and they're like me and my, we couldn't go to Vegas when we were in our 40s, but now we're in our 50s, and my
we've-
second trucking
yeah.
company took off, so now we spend every 4th April in Vegas, and we see the Blue Man Group, and it just blows my mind.
Have you ever seen the Blue Man Group, Ben?
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for them.
I honestly would love to see the Blue Man Group. I'm going to shit on it.
I mean,
but-
here
It's great.
is
Yeah.
the thing. Probably the most talented people in Vegas.
Cirque du Soleil.
I don't know about that. I mean, there's a lot of talent.
No. The most talented is Stephen Paddock.
yeah.
Stephen Paddock, the most talented act in Las Vegas.
I mean, Dan Blazarian's like the mayor of Vegas.
Yeah, that is true.
yeah, but that doesn't mean anything about a particular show. in
Yeah,
Vegas.
the shows are
Fucking
very
psycho.
The shows are very good. Like Cirque du Soleil, if you've ever seen that, is like amazing.
You get Valley Girl logic sometimes. It's like, I don't like the packaging is
Who's
yellow.
Who's talented in Vegas? Who has a residency in Vegas that's talented?
Everybody.
Okay,
There's-
I know Louis Anderson is very funny, but let's be real.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He had a residency in Vegas.
Yeah, there
George
have been
Wallace has been in
think
Vegas for 20 years.
Frank Sinatra. I think literally
No.
everybody
I mean
in
2020.
entertainment.
You can't be naming like the 1970s.
I'm telling you, I think everybody in show business that's ultra famous. Celine Dion.
if we went to Vegas tonight,
yes,
tonight.
look it up.
Well, everything would be closed
Well,
down
that
because
is
of
funny.
COVID.
Is 90% of that city just unemployed now because of the casino?
Oh yeah, it's horrific. Like
Yeah, it's absolutely.
nobody's working in Vegas.
Jesus!
Thanks to Trump, though, he's pumping the economy full of cash.
Reopen the economy. Yeah.
That's right.
So you would go see Celine Dion?
I wouldn't see Celine Dion, but you're talking about talent. And well, here's how my brain works. There's things that I like, and there's things that I don't like. They're not necessarily correlated. I love men. I hate women. But
Hey, that should be the name of this podcast. Honestly,
I love men. I hate women. I think I like it.
yeah. Think like a man, hate a woman,
That's right. Hey, hate the sin, love the sinner.
and hate women.
That's right. And hate women. No, but like, so if I might not like something, but I have to recognize if it's popular or if that person is talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I also got to say, magicians. That's the main place they work out of.
Huge.
I thought the biggest ones are at the Magic Castle, which
No,
I've
the
been
Magic
to, which
Castle.
was phenomenal.
The Magic Castle is just a place for magicians to hang out and fuck and shit.
Plus, there's only like 4
Have
shows
you-
a night. How could that employ all the magicians? In the
Have you
world?
been to the Magic Castle? Either
No,
first of all,
you gotta know somebody.
I have been there.
I know
I was
one
there
ma-
for 6 hours. There was was so much magic and so many magicians, my head was spinning like an owl.
Were you blown away? Did you run around the room?
Dude,
What did
I
you
Call
do?
somebody the devil?
Did you know a magician to get in?
yes, I did actually.
Which magician?
Harry Houdini.
Oh, okay.
No,
Barry Houdini.
One of my professors at the film school I went to took the whole class there because he was a higher up on the board. But I actually know a guy who's a famous magician who you can look up, who I used to feed his dog treats every day when I worked at the dog food store.
What does
down
that
the
mean?
Street. He's the VP
What
of
is
the
that a
Magic
euphemism
Castle,
for?
and his name is Pop Hayden. And he did magic there for 35 years, and he's high up on the board. So I could text him if I wanted to get back in there.
we should all go to the Magic Castle.
Well, you know who hangs out there every night? Like big celebrities like Neil Patrick Harris and guys like that. who
Stephen
just love
Paddock,
magic.
Bill Gates.
Mhm.
Lee Harvey
NPH, bro.
Oswald.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Every 3 named celebrity goes there.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Jackson's still there. Jeffrey Epstein still. He comes out of a box and goes, ta-da!
Yeah.
Yep.
Jack Ruby's behind the bar, shining a glass.
They actually, I saw him pull Chris Dorner out of a top hat.
Dude, yeah, let's go, dude. If text your
I would
boy at
I
some
would
time.
love to go, honestly.
Dude, once it's back,
Hit him up tonight.
we should go because it was one of the. You have to wear like a very nice suit.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to wear a suit.
And dude, it was.
Steve Harvey suit required.
I gotta say, so much better than comedy. So much better.
Everything's
Magic?
better
It
than-
was so much fun.
Well, I love magic, by the way. I was obsessed with it when I was a kid. It takes so much work to
Well,
do magic.
Yeah, yeah. Well, being a musician ruined music for me. Doing comedy has now ruined stand-up for me. So it's like,
I know magic would do the same thing because you remember that magic comedian who would go around to open
Yes.
mics?
well, we
yeah, he's
defended
great.
him.
I know. I always liked that guy.
Because they tried to ban him from that open mic because like it's
Could-
not comedy.
Yeah, because they were like, hey, he's making us look bad because we just lazily
Right.
talk about our pussy and how a man was mean to us one time.
yeah. Nobody will fuck me. By the way, don't try to fuck me.
Yeah, don't try to. How you fucking dare you? By the way, no one wants to fuck me because I look like fucking the Blob
Yeah.
in a sundress.
Hey, by the way, the thirst is just out there, dude. I just want to throw Gatorade at some of these women.
Oh, the horniness?
Oh my god.
Yeah, people are pretty horny. Yeah.
People are just like, in the quarantine, here's my areolas. like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw one comedian who I won't name is now like on OnlyFans.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that's a rent issue. So
Wow.
Is
Yeah.
that for real?
yeah,
Say the name.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Well, if it's public.
Yeah, we got to promote this.
I don't want to we've got like 3 fans who would tell her to go kill herself.
Oh, okay. Well, it's Olivia Newton-John, folks, and we.
It's Tom Goss. All right, you guys happy?
It's Tom Goss. Yeah, dude. What if
Tom Goss has an OnlyFans where he just hits stuff with a sledgehammer.
Yep, that's right. And people just come to that.
Yeah, Nick Oldershaw has an OnlyFans where he puts a tab of acid inside of his dick hole.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I might
holy
start an
smokes.
OnlyFans. Who knows?
I mean, why not, dude? I've been trying to. My boy wants to start streaming. I told him, I would talk to Jenny. Jenny's not down, but I might start streaming. I'll just be in the living room going, God, my wrist hurts. Just like it's just a loading screen of the game I'm playing.
Did you
going,
hurt? Do you have a gamer injury? Is that why your wrist hurts?
No, I got the gout, bro. I'm 100 years old.
Did gaming exacerbate it though?
I think so, probably.
A gaming injury.
I think so. I can barely hold my Zevia.
Dude, bro, that's why I got a gamer chair. My
Right.
back has been feeling a lot better.
Ben's gonna
Yeah.
get a mech suit to wear while gaming,
Dude, if
so
you-
it'll just like his
What's a-
muscles don't have to do any work. It's the suit like.
There's a vest you can buy that like
A gaming vest?
Yes, that like it's got speakers all over it. It vibrates.
Is it?
Come on,
Ben, if
man.
it's weighted, that could help you out too.
Yeah, for your autism.
By the way, weighted blanket. I told you guys I got a weighted blanket. That shit rocks.
Yeah,
it's
no, I've
great.
heard. I like a lot of weight on
I
it.
went 50 pounds.
Yeah,
Honestly, I should have gone 75.
there's a 75 pound
75.
blanket.
It's like for severely autistic people.
I mean, but everybody likes it.
It's like for the autism where you start screaming at the mall,
Yeah.
like that level of autism.
I would love to come down here one day, and you come down here, and in front of the TV is one of those Temple Grandeur inventions where they squeeze the cow.
the tunnel device.
Yeah, and Ben's just in the squeezer.
Thrashing.
He's thrashing, and then it squeezes him, and he settles down, and he goes back to playing the game.
Yeah, Temple Grandin is sitting next to him with that fucking stupid shirt she wears.
And her bolo tie.
Just like, see, now comes the beast while he plays Xbox.
look at his aim and accuracy go
Right.
through
And
the
it's
roof.
like, you're great, but please don't speak publicly because
Yeah.
it's too funny.
Oh my god. Just squeezing him.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
That's good shit.
I think I'll take a moment in this lull in the conversation to anytime there's like less than a 0.3 seconds worth of conversation.
Here, you look up the emails, and I go back to the Magic thing because I never finished it. That Magic guy that we knew.
Oh yeah, please.
You were talking about like music made you hate, being a musician made you hate music, being a comedian made you hate comedy. This guy hated Magic, and I would listen to him talk about it because I thought it was so funny. He would just talk about how all the performers are bullshit, and none of the good magicians get fucking booked, and David
Really?
Copperfield's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And just like literally the same shit we talked about with comedy for like 3 years. It was him with Magic. So it was
That
like
is
funny to me,
amazing.
but it was so important.
You
to
know what
him.
you realize with those conversations too, like our friend Travis, he knows music theory and he's made numerous songs and knows everything about music, right?
Right.
So like when I show him a band that I like, he's like, "This is horrible. It's lazy." I'm like, "I don't know. I like it." He was like staring at me. I go, "Oh, I'm showing you Jeff Dunham right now." He's like, "Correct." I was like, "Oh," like I was like, because I know so much about comedy.
Right.
When someone tries to show me Jeff
But-
Dunham, and I'm like, "This fucking sucks," and they can't understand why.
Right.
I'm doing that to you.
But
'Cause I
here's
know
the thing.
nothing about
Here's
music.
the thing. Who's wrong in that situation? Like just because you've turned your brain retarded where you can't appreciate an art form at all anymore.
No, I get it.
But even here's the thing: I can read music, I can play the trumpet, but I don't know enough about like music theory and all this shit
You
to
can
be
play the
like,
trumpet.
like he's just seeing like.
They can pick up the trumpet right now and just play.
I was first chair trumpet
Live
band
La Vie
president
en
in middle
Rose.
school.
Okay. All right.
In middle school, hell yeah. I was brand president in high school.
In high school, how big of a high school did you go to?
I think there was like 4,200 kids.
Oh, my
Yeah.
middle school was twice that size.
Sometimes when it's late at night, I'll hear from the garage. Ben will pick up the trumpet and it'll just be like,
Yeah. He only does Smash Mouth covers.
smoking a cigarette, shooting heroin. Yeah.
He's got the cigarette like lodged into the pinky trap on the trumpet.
Playing the Banjo Kazooie theme song.
By the way, the Miles Davis documentary on Netflix is absolutely fantastic.
Really?
Strongly
I need to watch that. Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Yeah. I like him. I like a little bit of jazz.
I
love black people.
Hey man, shut the fuck up, man. You're gonna ruin our aesthetic.
I love jazz and I love black people, so it's just like it's perfect.
That's your new T-shirt.
Yeah.
You saw that after shoes.
Well, I never wanted to tweet this because it was like in the but I have a tweet in my drafts that says the whitest the thing that's the most white and the most black at the exact same time is loving jazz.
I think you could tweet that honestly.
I probably could, but I mean now that everybody's dying from this horrible virus,
Nobody's getting canceled
people are
anymore.
like, yeah, great stuff.
I thought Ben walked over to his gaming chair. I thought for a second he was just going to start playing video games.
It's just time to game.
Yeah. Do you want to read that email now?
Yeah. We got an email. Hi, I'd appreciate it if you didn't say my name on the podcast. I really enjoy your podcast, listening to it every week. You're all fucking hysterical, and I can confidently say I've laughed and also cried while listening to y'all. Seriously, you guys are one of the highlights of my weeks. Thank you so much. It's very nice.
I hate getting complimented on.
I love it because I just sit at home.
No, I'll read it privately. You know.
I enjoy it. I'll tear up. I just look at my wrist, going, "You fucking piece of shit." And then I read an email like this, and I can almost game again.
You're in a tomb.
Yeah,
You're sleeping in a coffin.
I'm in a coffin already. I just got my laptop. It's getting overheated because there's not a lot of air circulation in there, which is rough.
in the coffin.
And every time I try to get out and be like, "It's overheating. I need to warm it up," my wife goes,
Get back in.
"All right, enough dick eating." I do actually have a question for each of you. Ben, if you could know the truth about one event in history, what would that be? So I'll let you answer these questions one at a time.
Yeah. While you guys answer, I'm going to get some coffee. Do you guys want to drink?
I'd love another coffee.
Okay, Ben.
No, coffee's been making me like super anxious and like angry, like the past couple months.
It sounds like it's my wife.
All right, Ben, if you could know the truth about one event in history, what would it be and why?
So this is interesting, right? Because people go, okay, you're probably going to go like conspiracy angle on this, but there's a lot of conspiracies that aren't government related, really, right?
Yeah.
Because you go, like immediately I think about the conspiracies where we have almost we have a lot of information, but there's so many holes, like 9/11 or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or you go maybe Kennedy, like, because that would be the one that's like, that was the turning point in this country when we ceased to be free.
Right.
If they actually killed the president, these intelligence agencies, they teamed up to kill the president.
Yeah, but that's
Then-
like in the last 100 years, though, and all of history. That's the thing you. I guess you're saying you wouldn't want to focus.
So that's
on.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's immediately where my mind goes. But if I really wanted to know what happened at any event in history, I think I gotta go with, and this might be a basic bitch answer, I'd go with the pyramids.
Dude, I was gonna say the pyramids too.
Either that or Stonehenge. Yeah.
I want to know about the fucking pyramids. I want to know about all that shit, like the wonders of the world. How the hell?
Well,
did
here's
that
the thing.
happen?
People go like, oh, well, how did the Easter Island heads, because they're so big and planted in the
Yes.
ground, how did they move them?
Yeah.
And I watched a documentary that you can have a rope system with those where you can move them by one man pulling, and then you pull back the other way, and you can walk them across the island miles doing that on either side.
Really?
Yeah, you can make these giant men with no ass and no dick just walk across the island.
So
like
you can get done with no dick.
so like eventually we find out like how these things are built. Stonehenge and the pyramids, we really have no idea in terms of how were the pyramids lined up perfectly with the celestial stars, and I
Yeah.
mean it seems damn near impossible unless
Yeah, they're lined
unless
up
some
globally.
advanced civilization built it.
Yeah.
And now Graham Hancock has proven that the pyramids are well over 12,000 years old due
Yes.
to the heavy rainfall, correct?
Yep.
So I want to know what the fuck happened to that, because I think that's connected to Atlantis and all the ancient cities. And
Yeah.
I think the Earth at one point, before the fifth great mass extinction, the sixth is coming, folks. Stay tuned. But before the fifth mass
Enjoy the
mass
podcast.
extinction, before that, I truly believe that they had cars. I believe they had internet. I believe they had all these things.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think the evolutionary timeline must have gone more into the mental realm, as far as like meditation and like the third eye and like getting into the fourth dimension and all that type of shit. I mean, that's what would make sense if you, because this line of humans, we've gone, especially in Western culture, it's been more physical. You know what I mean? And Eastern culture has gone a little bit more mental and deep and spiritual. But if we followed the spiritual evolution the same way we followed the technological evolution in this timeline, I mean, we could. Who knows where we could be? But I mean, I don't fucking know. If you want to know more, go to Ryan Singer's podcast, Me and Paranormal You. He's got some great shit on there.
But like Plato and all those guys were like, yeah, there used to be these cities where they could talk to each other on one end of the earth to another.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we let women starting voting.
That's the problem. Look, when they stopped the naked boy wrestling, they start letting women vote.
Right.
It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like one of those memes of a future city. It's like what society would be if pedophilia was legal. Anyway, I'm sorry. You guys were having a serious conversation.
No, it was good. So Ben, if he could see the truth about one event in history, it would be what the fuck happened with the pyramids.
Oh, either that or I'd love to see Jesus get nailed to the cross.
Right. Just so you could come again. Yeah.
That's really. I would be very curious to see what Jesus was actually like that metamorphosis, the fact that the testimonies were written so much later and everything, to see what that was like. If it was like Life of Brian,
It would be
definitely
funny if
happened. I just want to go. In Kill Bill when she kills the 88s. I'm going to do that with all the Jews standing around.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's your Tarantino revenge thriller. Yeah, it would be funny if you went back to when he was getting crucified to see it.
There's a guy who's got the 6-pointed cross on the end of a chain.
Yeah, throwing it at him. Yeah. That's good shit. I was saying it would be funny if you went back to historically go witness the crucifixion, and Jesus was just like a huge bitch the entire time it was happening.
Yeah.
Like an embarrassing, like he's crying and shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry. I love the devil. I don't care.
Let me down. My dad's going to be so pissed. So if you could change, I mean, I might as well. You got an event. We won't go too deep into it, but
Do I have an event in history I'd like to see or know was true?
yeah, actually, we've got individual questions for each of us. But
Okay.
if you think of one, put it in there. But this one is directed specifically to you, Jace. What does self-actualization mean to you on an everyday basis? In other words, what do you say to yourself throughout the day to make the day more productive / bearable?
I don't fucking. I talk about this stuff, but I'm very bad at it. So I mean, that's probably why I'm obsessed with
That
it.
fat track coach mentality.
That fat track coach mentality.
Yeah, I got the same problem.
I don't know. I think there's always a thing that's bringing me a little bit of comfort every day. I feel like I'm just full of shit with all this because it's still.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Right.
Knock it off. I mean, that honestly, part and parcel to the name of the podcast. You just got to get it out.
I think, something that's just the last couple months has been bringing me as much happiness or contentness as I can.
Yeah.
With all this weird shit going on where you can't leave the house or anything. It's just the idea that, it doesn't really, nothing really matters.
Yeah.
And it's okay. You're not, like Ben, me and Ben were watching that Harry Dean Stanton interview. You remember with David Lynch?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And it's I
I forgot about it.
Harry Dean Stanton is like 88 years old, and he's being interviewed by David Lynch.
Yeah.
And they're talking for a little bit. He's asking him questions.
Harry
and-
Dean Stanton was in over 200 films.
Yeah.
A
I
wonderful
think-
career.
Very, very great career. Very fantastic actor. You know who he is. Do you need to look him up real quick?
Harry Dean Stanton.
He was in Paris, Texas, The Straight
no, it's
Story.
okay. It's all right. I
Lucky.
Lucky. I never saw that one. But anyway, so he goes, David Lynch literally has note cards. And he's kind of laughing as he asks. And he goes, what does he say first, Ben?
He goes, how would you like to be he goes, no, what do you think of yourself? And he goes, there is no self.
Yeah.
And he goes, how would you like to be remembered? And he said, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he goes, what were your dreams as a kid? And he said, nightmares.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like watching that. Anytime I get very upset about something.
And they're both just smoking cigarettes on a couch.
right.
On a big corduroy couch, drinking coffee.
But
Yeah.
that's his whole.
and they're laughing
Yeah.
about how it's all fake.
That's both of their things. Because I was watching some documentaries about David Lynch making art and shit. And he's just like, it's not real, There's no
Yeah.
one. This idea of the one is like fake and the ego and all this shit.
right.
So just the idea that it doesn't matter, you're going to die very soon. Fucking, and most of my misery, honestly, comes from things that I think I should achieve or things that I want in my life and I don't have.
Right.
So most of my misery comes from like, oh, why am I not a more successful artist? Or why am I not, more financially successful? Or why am I not fucking, in a deep long-term relationship? Or, why don't I have a better car? Why aren't I tidy? Or why aren't, all this shit?
Yeah.
To the point where if I'm really low, I've texted a friend before who was also going through something similar. And I was like, I don't have anything I want in life. And I know that's not true as I'm sending it, but that's
Right.
the feeling that I have.
Yeah.
And so for me to just calm the fuck down
Yeah.
brings me a lot of happiness. So
That's good. I will tell you one of the benefits of having gout is, and this is a serious thing. There's points, and this morning was one of them. It's happened twice in the last 4 days where the pain is so fucking intense, and you can look up gout pain and stuff, and it is described as the worst pain.
right.
And because there's never a point where it's like, oh, my foot's broken, I just won't walk on it and then it doesn't hurt or whatever. That is not an option. When you have gout, it just fucking hurts all the time.
Right.
There's nothing you can do to get
Kind
it.
of like Chinese water torture,
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess.
where it's just like it's just constant, and that's more the worst part about
yeah,
it.
but the plus side to it is,
Chinese water torture is where they put pee-pee in your Coke and then they make you drink it.
they're little jokes.
Yeah, little jokes.
Little jokesters. But there's moments where it's just like I am so grateful for not being in pain.
Right.
Like to be under the worst pain that I have ever experienced.
Yeah.
When it's gone, there's a moment of just pure bliss.
Right.
And I can be hungry, fat, sexless, gay.
A eunuch, basically.
I can have my balls chopped off as long as it doesn't hurt. Like there's literally a joy in that.
Sure.
And that's one of the things that's when I'm being good or whatever is helps me out a lot. Is just to be grateful.
Right.
So thank you. I'm not in pain.
There's a really good Susan Sontag short book, ladies. It's called Illness as Metaphor, and she kind of talks about that, where it's like there's two worlds, the world of the living and the world of the sick, world of the healthy and the world of the sick. And then as soon as you transfer into one world, the minute you leave it, you never try to think about it again.
It's very true.
And that's kind of an interesting thing that's going on now, where we're just stuck in a world where we're kind of in the land of the sick.
Yeah.
And we were in the land of the healthy relatively as a society.
Absolutely.
And now with the things we took for granted when we were healthy, we're now wishing to have back so much now that we're here.
It's a trip because like I watched Chris D'Elia on Joe Rogan and whatnot. Chris D'Elia is such a famous comic. He's kind of at a level where it's just like he's got a ton of money. He's living.
It's like Christ D'Elia. This guy's so popular.
I tell you what, folks. But watching him kind of like be, not have a purpose a little bit was like a little bit like, I don't know. It gave me somewhat of an exhale or whatever. Not that I'm like a huge Chris D'Elia fan, but the fact that this guy has so much success, and then to see him like be like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like it's interesting.
Then what did Katie say about Chris D'Elia last night when she was drunk?
She said he is the most unattractive man I've ever seen.
It was after Ben's wedding was supposed to be yesterday, so we were just drinking champagne and we're watching like Netflix trailers go past. Yeah. And Chris D'Elia is one of them. She's like, he's the ugliest man I've ever seen in my life.
We started laughing. She's like, no, I'm serious. There was nothing.
She's pissed off because we're laughing.
Well, she does that sometimes. I've noticed where it's just like she'll say something that is totally truthful. We recognize the truth, but it's still fucking funny.
Right.
And then you laugh. She's like, "I'm serious. I'm serious."
We're like, yeah, that's why we're laughing, because it's very truthful thing you said.
By the way, look, I'm a married man.
Oh my God! Look at that beautiful ring.
Oh, you got the ring? Wow, look at that.
How does it feel?
It actually feels official.
Have you practiced quickly slipping it off as you walk into a men's restaurant?
No. Here's how you do it. You got to practice putting it in your pocket, like you're just hanging out, and then pulling it off with your pinky and your thumb. Slip it in your pocket. You pull it out. It's gone now.
Right, and then
I'm
you
worried
just
I'm gonna
kneel
lose
down right in front of the glory hole.
Yeah, you probably will lose it.
Is it a little
have you
loose?
Lost yours?
I have lost mine once when we were working for Joel and Mandy.
Oh yeah, in the rain,
in the fucking garbage, and somebody found it at the end of the day.
That was
insane.
wild.
I mean, this thing cost Jenny $100 because I really was like, I do not want you to spend any money on this. I want it to be indestructible so I can open bottle caps with it, because I was a tough ass lumberjack when we first met. Yeah, and I still can open beer bottles with it. I just can't drink the beer.
Right.
You
love opening them for people.
Would I fuck
love
this
it.
ring up if I tried to open a bottle with it?
What's it made out of?
I think gold. I don't know.
Yes, you will fuck it up.
It's made out of Nazi gold.
I can't tell.
Ben had it made out of Nazi gold specifically.
Yeah, I believe it's probably gold because it's very heavy.
Yeah, that gold was in Jewish people's teeth at Auschwitz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I like it. I love a simple ring like that. I really like that a lot. That's great.
There's writing on the inside of it.
What's it say?
In the darkness, the 12 rings will bind them.
I don't know. I can't read it.
Well,
it's like in Persian or something.
You're like,
what am I going to be able to read it? I have horrible eyesight.
Do you? Do you need reading glasses?
I probably should get reading glasses.
Really?
I probably should. I mean, it's not that bad, but like lately it's been bad. I also, what's funny is I thought I needed glasses. Turned out I was just pretty high. I would just like, I didn't think I need glasses because I was like having trouble focusing on the words on the screen, and I was just fucked up out of my mind just
Nice.
playing Red Dead.
Hell yeah.
And I was trying to read the descriptions of the guns. I just like, I can't tell if this rifle is the Springfield better.
You pull out the tiniest Benjamin Franklin glasses to leaf through the guns at the store.
I'm going up to the TV, and then I take the TV out and I hold it away from my face.
Jenny comes in, honey, I'm working.
Yeah, oh, dude, that has been. I mean, she's been hustling, dude, lately. She's just teaching from home and shit. And I've just been over here streaming, just watching gamers. And
Hey,
just
that's your
getting
future, man. You're going to be a cam girl one day.
I hope so. I got to work on these tits.
Do you think we're going to get another Trump check if we're out of work like all summer?
Yeah, for sure.
They're probably going to do monthly checks, I think.
Monthly
So,
$1,200 checks?
I would think so,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Which is cool for us, but I mean, for everybody else, they're starving to death. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, if you were making like $5,000 a month, can $1,200 cover like any of your
No,
shit?
no way.
No.
There's no way, right?
No. Yeah.
I mean, my lowest, I was making like $1,700 a month out here, and I was like, I would drain my bank account like literally to $2 to pay rent,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
literally to $1 or $2. Like I
And you're
remember
actually
once
doing
I
pretty
paid
good.
rent, and I was trying to pay for parking because I was delivering food, and my debit card got declined at a parking meter because I was
Damn.
trying to put like 75 cents on it, and I
That
was like, "What the
fucking-
fuck? I had $2 in there."
That fucking sucks, man.
Jace, that was my
fucking
life
sucks.
for like 3 years out here.
Yeah, and that's the story
I
you're going to
miss
tell
that.
when you
4
reach,
years out here, really.
That's going to be the story you tell when you're in the 1% and you're just like
Yeah.
have child slaves. Yeah.
Well, we got one last question. It's for me specifically.
Okay. We can probably skip that one.
Okay. Kevin, would you take a dump off the Sears Tower if you knew you weren't going to face criminal repercussions? Answer that question, please. But I'm also wondering what's the best part of having a family is. If you can answer both questions, I'd really appreciate it. Would I take a dump off the Sears Tower if there was no criminal charges? No, but I would take a dump off of the Twin Towers.
Wow.
Yeah, I would absolutely take a dump off the Sears
That
Tower.
would it would like freeze by the time it hit the ground.
I would get sponsored by Red Bull to do it. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Oh, it's like a TV event.
Yes, like there would be like a countdown, like the YouTube would advertise.
Like
it.
Travis Pastrana jumping like the
Yeah.
Mirage.
I'd get like Coca-Cola tattooed on my ass cheeks. I'd be sponsored.
You're on. You remember that guy who jumped from space?
Yeah.
You're on the edge of that, where you're just you bend over and you're like, all right, he's about to do it, and we just see a fat shit come out of your ass.
But it's weightless.
Right.
So then I have to bat it down with my hand to get into the atmosphere.
Pat it down, and then we just follow your shit as it falls 30,000 feet.
I'm going face first, like in a full like Rocketeer like pose going
That's
down.
insanely good shit.
My shit is like flying down with me. I look down, I wink at my own shit.
Yeah, it's like fucking Point Break, where you're trying to race up to your shit.
Yeah.
because it has the only parachute, and you have to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it from the shit.
Well, and it's more aerodynamic than I am, so I have to make a suit better, so that I can keep up with the speed of my own
I want to
shit.
see that so bad.
Oh, dude, I'm ready.
I want to see somebody make that with $1 million.
I get in a weather balloon.
That would
Just
kick
kind of
ass.
like streaming past at like 400 miles an hour.
How you doing up there, buddy? I'm like, well, it's not too bad. My counts on my hand, the vibrations are bothering me a little bit. I'm wearing a carpal tunnel wrist splint.
Right. Luckily, I got this titanium bracelet I bought on the Golf Channel infomercial at 2 a.m.
Copper works great. Get a copper conductivity band for your wrist.
Isn't there a scene in Rocket Man where he farts to move around the space station?
There's a scene in Rocket Man where he farts. Okay, so they're walking
Wait.
on Mars.
Oh, Rocket Man, not the Rocketeer. I was
With Harlan
thinking-
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the Elton John biopic. Yeah, there's a scene where he farts in a gay guy's face. Gives him AIDS.
That's how you get it.
Yeah, Elton John fucked Magic Johnson and gave him AIDS. A lot of people don't
Is
know that.
that true?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Yep.
In fact, the song "Blue Jean Baby," the gene is spelled the gene is spelled Gene because he has AIDS in his human genome.
In his genes?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
genetic. Now. It's now genetic.
It's not genetic. AIDS is genetic.
AIDS is genetic for this joke to work.
Okay. Anyway, sorry, I blacked out. What were we talking about? Oh, Rocket Man. Yeah, he's walking on Mars, and him and the other guy, who's the serious space astronaut, is they're hooked up to one tube, and then Harlan
That's right.
farts in the spacesuit.
yeah.
And he's trying to hold it in his side, and he can, and it goes through into his suit, and it smells really bad.
Yeah.
And he's like, "God damn it, you fucking cocksucker!" It's rated R. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Ozarks. By the way, great new season. If you haven't watched Ozarks,
We're watching Better Call Saul right now. So
you guys aren't caught up on Better Call Saul.
we know we
I've
never
never
watched
seen
it.
it.
Jesus
I
Christ.
started it this week. I've watched 3 seasons in a week.
What a bunch of fucking losers.
I gotta say, I enjoy the show.
It's
It's a great
fantastic.
show.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, both great shows. Ozark, those good, but there's at one point somebody's doing community service, and he's like, "How did the community service go?" He goes, "I picked up an astronaut diaper on the side of the road." He's like, "How'd you know it was an astronaut diaper?" He said, "Because it had NASA on it." And then I just started laughing, and my son's like, "What's so funny?" His diaper had NASA on it, and I was just like laughing. And then it was making my wrist shake, and I was like, "Ah!" In the middle of the laugh, I had to give me, hey, could you refresh this ice pack for me, baby?
Baby, sweetie pie,
Hey, babe, can you? Oh, dude, I've been getting bean juice and
bean juice.
peas, because I get frozen pea bags to ice down my wrist.
Is there a way to reverse the gout? Kevin?
Nope.
There's
I mean,
no cure.
There's no cure for gout. I am on a low purine, high anti-inflammatory diet right now. I drink a lot of water, a lot of lemon water. I eat a lot of citrus. I have pretty much no meat in my diet. A lot of vinegar, apple cider vinegar shots, which just ruin me. They fucking ruin me, dude. I hate apple cider vinegar, but I take
Because
a
you
shot.
shit too much?
No, it tastes so bad. It makes me tear up.
Yeah, you just take a shot of it real quick.
I
I don't like it because I tried it one time and I immediately shit my pants.
Oh, I love that. I love shitting. I eat a lot of cherries.
Cherries help?
Cherries help. They're like the number one. Cherries are the best thing for you. Because they make you shit. Everything about gout is they're like, oh, eat this and it's good for your gout or whatever. But it's mostly just eat this because it makes you shit, and because you're just trying to get the uric acid out of your system. But yeah, dude, I was farting it up. I just drank so much cherry juice.
Nice.
And I just walked around the house just farting it up, and I look at my wife, going, "Huh? What do you think? You in the mood?" By the way, full blown gout attack. My wife comes out of the shower and she's ready to go. She gives me that look.
Where she puts a blindfold on and earmuffs.
She takes off the burqa. She shows me
You
her
made
ankle.
her wear a burqa at home now?
Oh, dude, if you ain't gonna fuck me, then that's what you get. You wear a burqa. No. She looked at me and she's like, yeah, and I'm like, I can barely move without tearing up from the pain. And I'm just like, it's my shot. I gotta do it. Oh man,
You're like Kirk Gibson going to the plate. Game 1, 88 World Series.
Yeah, I usually I put on the Minions movie, and then the moment I locked the door because I knew I was going to have sex, I just came right away.
And then you do the fist pump running around the apartment.
I go, hell yeah! No, I told my kids, we're like, hey, we're gonna take because my son's knocking on the door, and we're kissing or whatever, and Ben just got vape juice all over himself.
Jesus Christ, man! What did you do?
The top came off.
Yeah, it's happened. I've seen it.
Fuck. Oh, I'm covered in vape liquid now.
That's
Jesus Christ,
that's
man.
I
awesome.
think that's gonna make me sick, right? Don't you get nicotine sickness because it goes into your skin?
If you have too much, but you'll be fine.
Oh, fuck.
I wipe vape juice all over myself. I use it like face lotion.
Yeah, Sam, put it right under the balls.
Yeah,
Just go find a towel, man.
just wipe it off on your shirt. Your shirt's already.
I'm glad
fine.
we turned the camera on for this.
Yeah.
So you can see Ben hunchback scurry out of the garage because he's got nicotine juice on him.
Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so my son's knocking on the door. I'm kissing my wife, on the cheek or whatever.
Right.
That's
how you have sex.
That's how I have sex. And,
You're a Quaker.
Oh, dude, just kiss her on the cheek. I'm rock hard. That's how attractive to
Dost
my
thou
wife.
feeleth my veiny member.
I'd love to lay with thee.
How ever thou'st, thou demon gout.
Yeah, no, but so my son's like, hey, Mom, and we're like, hey, we're taking a nap in here. So we come out or whatever, clean it up and clean up whatnot, and come out, and then my son goes, that was a short nap. I go, hey, fuck you, kid.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, come on, what the hell?
Pretty quiet nap in there.
Yeah.
Didn't hear a lot of nap noises.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, why was that? It was that you waking up from that nap was a little premature.
Your kid is Tucker Max. He's calling you a faggot.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it was. But it's all part of the quarantine.
Yeah, it's part of God's plan.
Part of God's plan. I'm just thankful I'm not in pain all the time. Yeah, I just shove it in. I just blow immedially, and then I go. I have a healthy marriage now,
Right.
and it's good. It's great. I put it in for. Here's what happens. I shove it in soft.
Okay.
It barely gets hard enough. It's like slightly. It's basically puffy, and then I come. And then I pull it, and then
Can I tell you? I legitimately did that during sex one time.
What?
It was like when I was first starting to have sex, and it was like still the Christian guilt. It was hard for me to like
Oh yeah.
get it up because I felt
Yeah.
so bad. So one time I was trying to have sex with a girl, and I legitimately like had like almost zero erection to the point where I'm squeezing the base of my dick.
Yeah.
To make like all the blood go to the top so I can put it in. And somehow fucking her with a 20% erection, I still came too early. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing.
My dick only gets hard just before I come, and then it's gone. And then it's
it was the
completely
most embarrassing thing of all time.
Yeah.
I was literally like, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I blew it.
Yeah. Like I looked at her window and I was like, maybe I just jump through the window and just run naked home.
Yeah, when I first asked my wife out on a date, she said yes, and I go, I'm gonna blow it. And she goes, what? What just happened? And I'm like, oh, this never happens. Oh man, oh.
Ben, do you have any opinions on the
My
last
beautiful
15
wife
minutes
of
of the
15
podcast?
years. Ben has just been going through crisis management mode with his vape.
I'm so happy, boys, that I found my vape. It's been missing for a week. I wanted to put out like an Amber Alert on it.
What have you been using a different mod or what?
I switched to a different brand. Yeah, Boulder Rock Pen. This is much cheaper than the one we use, but I like the way it smokes. It draws the way a cigarette does.
Yeah.
Me and Jay smoked Cubans last night.
Yeah,
by
we
the
smoked
way.
Cubans, Cohibas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I live so close to you guys. You know what I mean? And it hurts my feeling.
Katie said she invited you.
Get the fuck out of here. No, she didn't.
Yeah, she said that today.
No. What happened is Katie goes, for the wedding, should we invite all of Kevin's family over? And I said, I don't feel comfortable with that with the COVID-19 thing.
Yeah. And then nobody.
I was like, they have little kids. Like, what if like next week one of the kids is sick? Like, it's like I don't want that on my conscience.
yeah. So then
Yeah, we'll just kill Kevin.
you did, but you didn't invite me either.
I guess we could have invited just Kevin.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was just doing whatever they wanted to
It
do.
was just the three of you guys.
Yeah. Smoking cigars.
Dude, I
couple
cooked
Cubans.
a perfect ribeye.
Eating
That's
ribeyes.
awesome.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
I guess there was no food there for you because we cooked ribeyes and jalapeno poppers
I could do jalapeno poppers.
wrapped in bacon.
Nope. I take the bacon off.
Yeah, but then it's not a jalapeno popper. Then it's
Yeah.
a cheesy pepper.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a cheesy pepper. It's a totally different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're being pretty ignorant right now.
Oh, and
Well,
I found the best
fair
cheese
enough.
to put in jalapeno poppers. It's the Laughing Cow cheese.
Oh, I love that cheese.
Yeah.
How good is that cheese?
It's the best cheese ever. It's
see-
so good.
Ben's married one day and he's already a normie now.
Yeah.
He's just talking about Laughing Cow cheese.
I like Laughing Cow cheese. Honestly, have you guys tried Ezekiel bread? It's the best.
Ezekiel Red sucks dick.
Yeah.
It does suck dick.
Now
But
the
it's so
wife,
good for you.
The wife
Is
wants
it?
me to have a whole
It is.
grain. What I do is I sneak down here into the garage at night. I make myself a white bread sandwich.
I got a loaf of Wonder Bread at the bottom of my sock drawer.
Dude, guys, did you see the video of that guy 2 weeks into the quarantine
What?
And it was some guy was upstairs in his house filming his neighbor like over the fence.
Yeah.
And this old man walked around. He said that the description was like he does this every hour on the hour. He walks out behind his house. Looks like an upper middle class house, right? Walks back with his sandals, lifts the thing on the side of the house you would keep like pool equipment in to like clean the pool and shit.
Right.
And he reaches down past all those little tubes.
Yeah.
And he pulls out a bottle of rum. And he just starts pulling on it, and he just stands and he's looking around. He looks to his right, he looks to his left, takes another big pull on it at like 1 PM, and just corks it and puts it back under and just waddles back into the house.
I
And
love
his
that,
wife
man.
was screaming at him. Oh, that's fucking
I mean,
great.
that is the life right there. You know what I mean?
It is. That's what life is.
That is what life
It's
is.
being a liar so you can get what you want.
Yeah.
And keep everybody happy.
Well, that's the thing about like when
That is the truth of marriage, right? If you are honest, you'll just blow up and leave one day.
Yeah, I think it's good to not, to consider the other person's emotions and whatnot.
Sure.
I lied to
I
Katie
didn't-
last night.
Huh?
I lied to Katie last night. It worked like a charm.
Oh, I see. It works.
Yeah,
right.
she asked, "Are you gay?" And you're like, "No."
Yeah, she was super fucking hammered from the wedding, and it's not she's not my favorite person to be around when she's hammered.
What?
So she fell asleep at 11:30. I never tried to wake her up,
Right.
and it's like 3:30 in the morning. I'm still watching Better Call Saul. I feel like shit because I ate like 4 root beers and a bunch of wedding cake, and she woke up. I was like, "Yeah, I kept trying to wake you up." She's like, "Really? What'd I say?" I'm like, "Oh, you just like weren't having it. You kept going back to bed." She's like, "Oh, that's sweet."
Yeah, I saw Ben when we were done with the movie. Like, I got up and I looked at Ben and I'm like, oh, he's not going to wake her up. He's just like going upstairs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the danger
But
of premarital sex.
I
right
didn't
there.
go down into the garage to play video games. I stayed by her side and watched television.
It's your wedding night,
But I
as
just
it should
turned
be.
it down, and if I had to get up to pee, I would tiptoe and fill up my water very slowly in the sink.
Dude, that's what I love about watching shows on Netflix because you can plug headphones into the controller.
No, really, I didn't even know that.
What
Yes.
controller?
Into the PlayStation controller. You just plug your
Oh.
headphones into the controller.
Well, I have a gamer chair now, so I can actually control that on the side of my gamer chair. There's built-in surround sound speakers.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. I'm very jealous of your setup here. I literally I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. I have no room, and like I come down and like Katie's like, get your shit out of here. And in this big garage, I gotta find a spot for it. I think I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna use it as a couch. I'm gonna use my stuff as a couch that I brought over to aid the podcast setup. And meanwhile, Ben's just got all this space. He's put up a desk that he's probably used 3 times.
No,
know?
I use that desk every day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
It looks like I don't because you guys are using the office chair right now.
Right. No, I believe you. Yeah, but
I don't believe you.
I do love the way the shag carpet. You got some green shag carpet in here. It looks good.
It
real
looks
good.
like grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I never answered the second part
I got a
of
light up Peppy. I got a lava lamp. I got a waving kitty over there. It's
Yeah.
good karma.
That
And I
light
got
up-
fake plants. How good are fake
That light up
plants?
Pepe is going to be used in an investigation one day. You know that.
Absolutely.
That's going to be
Exhibit C.
Yeah, Exhibit A, D. They've made their way through the alphabet 3 times with all your racist paraphernalia you keep around the house.
Yep. I didn't answer the second part of this question. What's the best part of having what the best part of having a family is? Could you answer both questions? Okay. So the best part of having a family is you can get people to do shit for you because they love you. That's the best part.
So manipulation.
Manipulation. No,
Okay.
I agree with that.
the family is just like everybody's got family and aversion unless they're all dead. God
Yeah.
bless you. I'm sorry about that if that's your situation, but
Right.
they can't leave. They're always going to be your family. You know what I mean? So it's like,
You can leave them though. Thankfully.
I might. I'm going to hit the desert.
We left our family, so I mean, you know,
Well, I left most
best
of my
decision
family.
we ever made.
My brother reached out to me yesterday for the first time, and I haven't talked to him in forever. I feel bad because I do genuinely love my family. Like,
Sure.
but there is a
Never want to see him again though.
well, it's not that I never want to see them again. It's just they're great and they're not even judgmental. But it's just like in the back of my head, I know that they're pissed that I'm not playing drums in a worship band.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That's another gig I had to fucking turn down. We were supposed to tour Germany with this worship team.
The amount of pussy you could have gotten over
man.
the years.
My wife liked me so much. Man, it was great. I was doing everything that I was doing was like everybody looked at it. There you go. That's good. And I surrounded my people with their thumbs up, and surrounded myself with these people. And now I go out and I go I tell my friends they got big dicks, and it makes them happy. And then people are just like, geez, that's not very glorifying. That's not very edifying to the Lord. And I go, oh, sorry about that. So that's why I don't talk to them a lot.
Kevin's crying right now.
But they're great. But yeah, the best part about having a family, I think, is that. It's also really dope, and I hate to say this in front of two childless men, but it's amazing to look at somebody who you have passed your genetics to. It's a trip. It's a curse also, because like you see the things that you hate about yourself in your children.
Your son has gout now?
Yeah, but my son, he goes, Dad, am I going to have gout when I'm older? I go, probably not. Probably not. It skips, I'm the only one in, my lineage. So,
Just lie to him.
yeah, probably not. But, and luckily, because, Jenny's, what is the thing where the toe goes in or whatever?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's where your big toe kind of like goes in a little bit, and it can be annoying if you want to wear
is
high
it
heels.
pigeon foot?
It's not. She's not pigeon toed. I think
Bunion?
a bunion. I think
Yeah.
it's like a bunion or whatever. She's got a little bit of that, and it's always like bothered her. I'm fucking doxing her on the podcast. But she's like happy because the kids don't have that.
Uh-huh.
But my son's feet are fucking huge, man. This kid,
Know what that means?
he's gonna have a career in pornography.
That's right.
I'm stoked, man. I'm gonna get him an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
What
when-
size shoe does he wear?
Well, right now he's 11. He wears a size 19.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is 19? Is that kid size?
No, full adult size. He
has Shaq's shoe, basically.
he wears snowshoes as regular shoes.
Kevin just doesn't know he has gargantuism. He's gonna be dead in 6 years.
He's the elephant man.
Yeah.
And my boy's grown like an inch in the last month. It's crazy. He's growing so fast.
Dick or height? You're measuring his dick against the door frame?
Yeah.
What is it with kids growing over the summer so fast, like weeds?
Well, kids just grow. I think you
I
notice
grew
it
over
over
the
the
summer,
summer.
too.
I grew over the summer as well. Yeah.
I grew like 4 or 5 inches over the summer
Yeah.
one year.
You're sleeping more.
I grew 4 inches and
Yeah.
lost 30 pounds over
Really?
one summer. Yeah.
That's insane.
I had an eating disorder, but
Well,
it was pretty tight.
You stretch out.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep weight on when you're a kid too. When you're growing that much, like my son's a rail. Like
Sure.
he's real thin, and we try to get him to eat, but he's got Fortnite to play.
Well, he's just like his dad.
He's just like his dad. He's been getting number 1 on victory royales lately. I've been so proud of him. I've been so proud of him, man. His aiming is just on point. Oh, it's just good stuff.
Yeah. I wish I could game with you guys. I just think it fucking sucks.
Honestly, you're better off.
Yeah.
You're better off.
Well, I'm not better. I don't do anything constructive with my time.
It's good. You get to sit alone with your thoughts. It's helpful.
I just draw while listening to Fiona Apple, and that's my whole life.
That's great. The new album, pretty solid.
Great album.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Where
She's
we at?
mad at Louis, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Did you know her and Louis used to date?
Apparently.
Yeah, back in the day.
I believe it.
We're at an hour 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Shit.
So I have to leave at 1, by the way.
Okay, so you want to do an hour 30, and then we'll just start the next one and finish off without you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we could also just record another one next week. I like recording with.
Oh,
all
you want to
three
do
of
just
us.
one long one?
Yeah, we'll just do one long one,
All right.
and let's try to get in a few
Let's
next week and whatnot.
Funny. Let's pump some funny into this one.
Oh yeah, let's pump
Let's get
some.
some
I can
funny.
also record tomorrow, by the way.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down. Yeah. So my son's hog is huge.
I fucked your kid, and I'm
Yeah.
on a watch list now.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hilarious. See, this is the funny thing.
That's
flipping
you
through my
playing.
notes.
Yeah, we're playing Mad Libs because we've run out of ideas.
Yeah.
We bring Brian Eno into the studio and play his little card game.
Dude, were you jealous of the normies in the movie Krisha that they were? It's like a Thanksgiving scene, Kevin, and they're playing Mad Libs.
Yeah.
and they're going, and then the unicorn ate
Yeah.
the purple hamburger.
Let me say it's literally it's a woman. The movie is a woman who's been addicted to drugs for 30 years, tries to rejoin her family.
Holy shit.
And she goes back for this normie Thanksgiving. and they're sitting around a table being like, like you said, like the unicorn went to the ostrich bank and ate a hare quesadilla, and they're like laughing, and I was just like
they're pounding the fucking table.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And I
Mad
was like-
Libs, baby.
I was like, I both hate them, and I'm so jealous so that they can be that,
Yes.
and just not want to be dead constantly.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of the times, like when I'll be like, "Oh, I like this," and people will look at me like, and that's why I say like that Valley Girl attitude, like, "You like Married with Children? Like, what the hell? You enjoy Friends? Fuck off."
Yeah, friends can fuck.
That's
fuck
not
off.
Valley Girl mentality. That's like hipster mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
Valley
it's
Girl,
also,
they like all that shit.
It's also like a
It's
little
the same
bit of a.
shit. It's elitism.
It's a bit of a brain. It's not even fucking elitism. It's like I wish I could be that, but I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't fucking. It's not in my brain is poison, and I can't do that.
It's just like when I remember when I first moved here, I was like filled with the spirit of the love of Jesus Christ still in my heart, and I'd be,
did.
and people would be like, fucking that fucking guy's a fucking loser, dude. He went on stage the other day, and I'd be like, oh, he's a nice guy, and they'd look at me like, who the fuck cares if he's a nice guy? And I'm like, oh, I enjoy friendship because you're going to be lonely when you die. It's good to have friends.
Nah, fuck
and they'd be
that
like,
shit.
you're a fucking loser, and that's what I mean by that. But by the way,
But you know the feeling of being at like a party and just talking to a guy, and he tells you a 5-minute story about how his wife likes to make turnips, or like do gardening like for turnips.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, and she got a little plot in the back, and originally she wanted it to be an 8x8 foot, but there wasn't quite enough room, so we went for a 7x7. And I love those turnips so
I'm
much.
so-
And you're like, I want to take a gun and kill the president right
so
now.
glad I went for those extra couple of feet. You know what happened the other day? She's out in the backyard. She's planting her tulip bulbs, which we do every year. And it takes a lot of work. You know, we go out, we spend about $75 on fertilizer, and we got her this new shovel. It's ergonomic. It's beautiful. And as she goes, she plants a poppy. She gets out there, and she comes in. She's sweating, right? And I look at her, and she's got a little bit of dirt on her nose. And I go, "You got some dirt on your nose." And she goes, "What?" And she goes to wipe it off. She didn't realize she still had dirt on her hand.
Yeah.
And now she's got more dirt on her nose. Oh, man. What
Yeah.
a great day. What a great Saturday.
And then I hit her over the head with the shovel, and I buried her.
Use that ergonomic shovel.
I'm gonna dig her up next week and put her on the grill. And
Sometimes
I'm gonna eat my wife.
I go out to that turnip patch and I just get drunk until I piss and shit myself.
My dad came over the other day, wanted to watch the football game. I said, "Dad, the coronavirus is on. We can't watch football. There is no football." You know what my dad said? "Well, shucks." And you know what we did? We talked for an hour. What a great Saturday.
You know so much about life.
He does. He's a great man.
I love
Anyway,
talking to my father.
At the end of this phone call, he fell down and I could hear him struggling to get up, and I just hung up the phone. And we haven't heard from him in 3 days.
Hey, no.
So he's probably dead.
I always say if I didn't do it, just because I didn't do anything to stop it, doesn't mean I'm guilty.
Doesn't mean, and now I'm going to get that huge life insurance benefit.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kevin, do you think about how you're gonna die way before your wife?
Oh, all the time.
I think about that with Katie because she's
Yes.
so healthy. I'm like, you have 20 years on this planet.
I'm
without
so
me.
happy for her. I'm so excited for my wife. I hope that it happens sooner rather than later because my wife is smoking hot. She's a great catch. And she's going to find some dude with just a thick hog.
Right.
It's just always hard. And she's just going to finally know what good sex is like. And then our
Your wife is going to get remarried to the guy from the coronavirus meme. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
my kids are going to be like in their 20s, and the new dad's going to be putting them up on on his shoulders, you know, and just like spin him around like an airplane. They go, my dumbass dead old dad couldn't even do the airplane shit when I was little. And look at you. Thanks, Tyrone.
Yeah.
I told my wife,
Tyrone Tinkin, he takes your last name to destroy your presence.
oh, I hope so. That was my one request. If I do die and remarry,
They erase your whole history. You never existed.
I'm happy. That sounds great. That's good. I've blown it. You know, I've tried hard to solidify my.
Some
Sorry,
motorcycles
somebody's
going
fucking doing
past.
some crazy shit outside.
Yeah.
I've tried hard to solidify, my legacy in this world with all the podcasts and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And gosh, what a waste of time. Because it's like I really want to get the word out about me,
Right.
existing in the world and like spread the oh heyness of Kevin Tinkin. But I mean, it's really counterproductive because then it's just more people who go, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks about you. So they hate you.
Yeah, I feel that way.
Yeah.
I get it. But yeah, no, Jenny's probably going to live a long life. She's so healthy and whatnot. And I'm already 100 years old at age 38, and it's just no good.
You should get a big life insurance policy so Katie can do all the things she wants to do with her life after you're dead
I got one.
that she can't do now.
Like go to school.
Yeah, go to school, open a center, all the things you're holding her back from.
Honestly, now that you're married, you really should get a life insurance policy. And you can get one that's guaranteed that,
Yeah, make sure it
it'll be
has a
cheap.
suicide payoff
Yes,
in the policy. Yeah. Trust me, you're going to regret it if you don't have that in there.
that's right.
All of a sudden, you're faking a boat explosion in the middle of Marina Del Rey.
It'll lighten the blow significantly if somebody hands her $1 million because you paid $17 a month or something.
Right.
Life
That's all it
insurance.
costs?
Absolutely, especially at
Yeah,
your
it's
age.
very cheap. Yeah,
Very, very
I
cheap.
have life insurance.
Who's the
Really?
benefactor? Who's the beneficiary?
ISIS. I pay for the low price of $400 a month. ISIS
Yeah.
could get $10 million one day.
Jace's benefactor is Steve Bannon.
That's right. Yeah. The Stephen Paddock Memorial Foundation.
Jace just loves CPAC and all that shit.
Yeah, if you wanted to put up a statue of Stephen Paddock in your yard, but it's like
Jesus
80 feet tall, would that be okay? Could they stop you
Wait,
from
did
doing
I
that?
say
think
Steve
so.
Bannon or Steve Pat?
You said Steve
Steve Bannon.
Bannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're saying Stephen Paddock. now,
Yeah, I
right?
switched over
Okay.
to Stephen
Okay,
Paddock.
I was about to say.
My mind's like, I'm like fucking Shakespeare. You say one thing, and then I connect it to something else that has a similar word in
I,
it.
Jace Wayne Avery, being of sound mind and body, do betroth all of my assets to Pepe.
To Pepe. May Pepe reign for 1,000 years. May
just-
Pepe reign in hell.
It just says Lord Keck.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
Chase said on his tombstone he wanted it to say better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. And a picture of the Joker self-sucking that he drew on his iPad.
The money's all here to put it in the engraving on the gravestone.
Jace was doing a great impression of David Foster Wallace as if he was into meme culture.
Oh yeah,
and irony posting.
it was David Foster Wallace if he didn't kill himself in 2008, and then was really trying to comment on like 4chan type culture.
Yeah.
When he goes, and here's the thing: I know when I'm aware as an intelligent person that when I post that the president needs to be kicked out of office, I am setting myself up to be criticized, because to put yourself out there and say something that isn't racist or the N-word is taking a chance, but taking that chance does make society better. And what we're even talking about making society better is opening me up to being called a cuck. But I don't care. But I do care, but I don't care. I was doing it better the other night.
It was like the books are like consider the Wojak.
Yeah, consider
'cause he
the
wants people to return to normie culture.
Yeah. Infinite
And,
Chan.
Infinite Chan.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, why no girl? Why that feeling when no girlfriend? A documentary on Amazon comes out tonight, featuring
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
It's going to be a big documentary, and like Compbot and all those guys from Twitter.
Anybody who knows what Ben's
And-
talking about right now before he explains it, don't listen to the podcast anymore.
I kind of want to show Kevin a minute and a half from it on the podcast to see what he thinks about it.
Okay, just throw it up. It is I know what
Okay.
clip you're going to show.
Well, but are we going to get flagged on YouTube?
No, it's just there's no music. It's just audio.
It might get taken down just for being gay and shit. Yeah, Ben will sometimes be like, watch this video, and it's like, it literally becomes like that scene in A Clockwork Orange where they're making him listen to Beethoven with his eyes peeled open.
Oh God, I know what this is already.
Well, I want to not play the trailer. I want to play a clip from it. 1 second. It's right here at the beginning of this interview. Hold on. Okay, here we
This
go.
is going to get pulled from the internet for sure.
You think so?
Like,
Even if there's no music?
I don't know. We'll see. Go for it.
Okay.
just a meme is that you have to look below the surface. Well, there's a dichotomy. You can't talk about Wojak without talking about like Pepe, because they go together. That's the duality of man. Is that you have the Pepe and you have the Wojak. And the Pepe is sort of like, it's your troll self. It's your, public persona. And it's like you being cocky and saying all this crazy shit and being smug and being ironic and, you know, getting under people's skins and sort of being cool about things. And then on the other half, we all have the Wojak, who's like our private self, who, you know, isn't like that at all, who's like very depressed, who feels like inadequate, who, you know, can't fulfill his own goals, who, you know, has all these feelings that he can't manage. And this is like what social media is helping to create, is like the fragmentation of our personalities. So when you go online and you're trolling, you're the Pepe, but really inside you're the Wojak that nobody really knows about.
That is perfect.
You know what I hate about that clip is it is very insightful.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very accurate.
And
using new
accurate.
analogies.
Cop-Out's
Yeah.
a smart guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I posted
But
something.
it's funny to take memes so seriously.
Right. That
But
you're like
we-
a college professor.
But we have got to the point where this is how people communicate with each other, so we should think about these things deeply to an extent.
Oh yeah, I've literally friends have been upset, and then like I've had a friend who's like grandpa that he kind of knew died, and he was sad, and I sent him the "Why Are You Gay" video, and it cheered him up, and that's like how you grief counsel now.
Yeah, for
It's just
sure.
send him an African man going, "Why are you gay? You are gay."
Therapy.
By the way, I didn't even realize I was trolling, but I recently have gotten a bunch of alerts for a YouTube. I made probably a dozen, I don't know, it's probably more like 20 or 30 different posts on different Amazon items and then also on YouTube clips.
Okay.
But specifically, one of them was for a lot of them was for the Seth Meyers clips that he would put up. That would essentially talk about how much I love the clips,
Okay.
but how the music in the outro was too loud, and it was waking up my dog. And it's recently gotten like 100 likes on it. Like people have been finding it, but it was like this is from 5 years ago, and I just said that music, man. I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but it's so loud. And that's just it. The music at the end of the clip with the picture of you, and you've got your arms crossed, and it's too loud. Again, my cat is now awake because of the music volume level. The whole rest of the clip was great. Again, I love Fred and you, and also the clip, mostly just at the end of the dang music is so dang loud. And your arms are all crossed up and wearing a suit and smiling, all photoshopped, looking good. I might add, looking good, I might add. Don't ever think of replacing your Photoshop guy, because whatever you're paying him, he deserves more. Just please, would you at least consider lowering the volume? I'm starting to think of giving a thumbs down on this video. Now on second thought, however, I love Jason Sudeikis. 7 Minutes in Heaven. And of course, Fred Armisen. Oh man, do it for my cat at least. I can't sleep, so I watch the clips of I watch the clips, and the music is too loud, so my cat can't sleep. For the love of Pete, and that's my cat's name, lower the volume. God bless.
You're a shit poster, dude.
I probably did 30 of these, and I can't find them because
Yeah.
there's no way to sort through
You like
your-
shit posting. You like shitting on women and feminism and shit. You're a 4chan guy.
I never really post anything, but I do. I have the
You want
thoughts.
to, yeah.
I want to.
How many times have you wanted to tweet that women suck and you don't like them?
Never. Never. But there have been specific women. Here's I hate generalization. So like there have been plenty of specific women. So like there's a video of somebody going just like there was this video of this guy who was like it was like being, I can't remember what it was. It was like goth shaming, and he's like walking through this park filled with children, and all the children are making fun of him because he's wearing like goth makeup, and
Sure.
they're calling him a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why are you doing that? You guys are so mean." That I thought that was the funniest shit I've ever seen, because it's just like this guy's literally walking through a park dressed like a fucking idiot, and he's upset that people are calling him out for looking like a fucking idiot.
And that means you hate women.
That means I hate women because it's a man.
I like the one where the fat kid is. They made him swim out to a rock in the middle of a river, and they're all shooting him with paintball guns.
That
He's
clip
going,
is so.
Stop!
That clip is like fucking middle school, and I literally can't watch it. It like hurts me.
And that ruined that kid's the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, he killed himself at 38, and he has no idea it's because they shot him with paintballs on that rock. They told him to swim out to the rock, and they'd make a funny video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably the first time he hung out with them, and they're like, "Let's pretend that he's our friend,
Dude,
and then we'll shoot him in the ass with paintball."
my roommate in college was a few years older than I was, so he was a senior when I was a sophomore in high school, and he was a great trumpet player, really popular. But I remember I was trying to get in with those guys because I wanted to be part of that group. He was part of the A jazz band, and I wanted to be in the A jazz band. And I remember he pushed me over into a trash can and took the trash out and dumped it all over me in the room. And I remember saying like, "Oh, I'm the garbage man." Like I just went with it. I literally went with it. And I look back and I was just like, Jesus, it's so
That's
fucking
really sad, yeah.
Yeah, but when we were roommates in college, he
man.
would constantly apologize for that.
Right.
And he felt really bad for it. But if you are being bullied, I say the best thing to do with it is just fucking go on with it.
Yeah, stop being a little bitch.
I try to tell it
And
to my
start swinging.
I try to tell it to my kids. If somebody's like, "Hey, you're stupid," you be like, "Oh yeah, I'm the dumbest man in the world," and nobody ever dumber than me.
Start punching. Just start hitting.
No, I say go. I say go with it. Don't fight it.
I
Because
honestly think,
it's just words. It doesn't mean
as a
shit.
kid, I think it's better to just really be mean to people who are being mean to you. Honestly, if I would go back as a kid, if somebody was making fun of me, I would just, because I was bigger than him, I wish I had just like grabbed him and hit him in the head.
Yeah, just never
Yeah.
let them hit you square.
Yeah, just that's what I mean. It's just
If
like
they call you gay, you call them gay back.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the prisoner's dilemma. They call it the tit for tat, and it's actually the most optimal offense strategy in the prisoner's dilemma. Is if somebody calls you gay, to hit him in the face until they fall down, and then to step on their head and give them like brain trauma.
Well, if you're in prison, I think that's a great advice.
But honestly, here's the thing: is like I think that kid would grow up to be a better person because of that. If you just like actually stood up for yourself as a kid, I think that's so much more important
I can't advocate for violence.
than
but
just being a little bitch.
did you see that big kid that was getting bullied who picked that guy that picked up the kid?
That's
and
what I'm
slammed
saying.
him?
Yeah.
There is something very rewarding about
That kid probably grew up to own a bank because of that one moment.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
grew up to
versus
be
if he
Jewish.
was like, "You're right, he grew up to be Jewish."
But most of the time, if somebody's
He immediately got shorter.
if somebody's calling you something to like offend you,
Mm-hmm.
and you aren't offended by it, and you go with it, and it doesn't bother you, you take the power away from them completely.
I think I don't know. I'm becoming more the thing of like, and this is just a correction for me because I spent my whole life being like, I don't care. I'm fine with it. Now being the guy like, why don't you just stand up for yourself? Like, why don't you tell somebody that sucks or like get in their face or like,
I'd rather let that person think that there's literally nothing they can do to get under my skin.
but are they getting under your skin?
Well, that's the thing. Fake it till you make it. So if somebody's like, you're gay, you're a fucking gay guy, then I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm the gayest man in the world. I love sucking cock. Give me all those cocks.
I don't know. I think that's violence against yourself a little bit. Anyway, we can move on.
What? No. What
we
do
do
you
need to wrap up.
Yeah.
So I need to go.
Okay.
Sorry.
But
Sorry.
Jace, don't make it like this is getting too. Okay, stop it.
What? I just think I just wanted to try to be more funnier with the podcast was all.
Oh, this is pretty funny. I mean, it's funny. You're getting uncomfortable. I think it's great.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to tell my kids because they get a lot of online bullying and stuff, and just go with it. Don't let anything bother you.
Yeah, I get people comment that I suck now, and then what I do is I comment. I go, hey, the fact that you would do this means you're probably a bad person.
Yeah.
I don't say that. I go, the fact that you're doing this means you're probably in a bad place, so hope you get better or whatever. Sorry you
And
feel...
they're like, I won't.
Yeah, they're like, I won't. I'll kill myself one day.
Yeah, but I think even the responding...
And then
to
I
those
block
people-
them. I
Yeah,
block them
that's
immediately.
good. But
Yeah.
the responding to those people means that you're giving them attention for being bad.
I don't care.
I mean, well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like logically or whatever. If you take the ability for them to get what they're looking for, because most of those people are just trying to get a rise out of you. If they don't get any rise out of you, then usually they go away. But it's like literally everybody has to figure out their own way to fucking
Yeah, I think
function in
what
the
I'm saying is I spent so much of my time being like, I will be unaffected by this, and I will be Jesus Christ to everyone, that I think as a kid specifically, you grow up to be kind of the guy who doesn't stand up for himself or ask for what he wants in
Right.
any situation.
Right.
versus the kid who kind of sucks and is shitty. And then if you make fun of him, he freaks out and hits everybody.
Yeah.
I think that kid grows up to be relatively normal because you kind of autocorrect.
Yeah.
If you set yourself up to be the Jesus character, you're going to get crucified.
Right.
What you're saying.
And I think that's what happened to me. Basically, I was like, I will be, because I am for some reason, I'm a 12-year-old who thinks he's 45. I will be the adult in this situation. Then I grew up to be like not being able to ask for a raise or something like that.
Right.
Because you just become a pussy because there's all these, not to be Jordan Peterson, there's all these moments that induce anxiety, and your natural instinct, because reinforcing it by doing it over and over again, is to remove yourself from that situation.
Sure.
So it builds up that anxiety response because the minute you leave, you're not anxious anymore.
Right.
So it's like, oh, okay, so I know now when I get anxious, be more anxious and leave even quicker.
Right.
And I think that follows you through life, where versus like the first time I actually, like, this sounds terrible, the first time I actually hurt somebody who was being like crazy to me on my birthday, it was like crazy because I was 27, but a guy who was actually swinging at me and then I choked him and then threw him to the ground. That weirdly was such a therapeutic moment to me because it's it was like, oh no, fuck you, I'm this like powerful thing,
Right.
And if somebody treats me like shit, I can treat them like shit back, and I'm here to protect myself.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You turn into Cro-Magnon man. and
Right.
just- you can
Or versus
stop
me
people.
10 years ago might have just tried to grab his arms and be like, hey, stop it, man. Like I'm
Knock
bleeding
it
out
off.
of the...
We're going to be friends when this is over.
Yeah,
You're going to be so mad at yourself.
Exactly. So I don't know, if I had a kid, I would tell him to just fuck somebody up, I think.
Well, I always feel like if you're in physical danger and like danger of stuff, yeah, swing for it for sure. But if it's just words, I mean, it's
Make fun of his mom for cheating on his dad and being gay.
yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Like
I do remember in middle school there was a guy with two moms, but they weren't like fancy city lesbians. They were like backcountry lesbians. Or they were both 300 pounds and wore overalls and had mullets.
So the real lesbian.
Yeah. And they were making fun of everybody, and they go, oh, yeah, why don't you get your moms involved? And we were like, dude, he can't control that, man. Don't fucking say that, dude. Like, it was too fucked up to
Yeah.
mention.
There is that level of insult where you can go too far, but those are the best.
Yeah.
Because it really shuts them the fuck
Same
up.
with the kid who had the micro penis that we all liked, but we felt really bad for him. Or somebody made a joke, we're like, dude, you can't joke about that. It's really sad.
Yeah, if somebody calls
It's not
you,
his fault.
if somebody's trying to insult you by calling you gay, tell them that, oh, what, did your dad tell you?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's a good comeback.
Yeah.
You have them loaded up.
Yeah, there you
like,
go.
Arrows in a quiver.
Yeah. Or I'll go, yeah, and I'm proud of it. And then I immediately go out into the street with a little pocket trumpet, and I start playing it, and I got a flag,
Right.
and I shove the flag down the back of my shirt, so it's just it's waving.
You're just getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah, and then I go, who's making fun of who now? Well, I genuinely love you, Jace. I genuinely
I
love
love you too, Kevin.
you, Ben. Congratulations on being married.
Thank you.
I love that we get to do this podcast. I look forward to it. It's the one thing I get to do each week to get out of the house. I look so forward to it. This gout was fucking me up. I was tripping. I was thinking about going to urgent care this morning because it was so bad, and because I need some
You tried to
steroid.
buy a gun this morning.
I blow off my hand with a shotgun. But the problem is you can't. It's so long. You can't get your wrist out in front of it.
Right,
It hurts too
exactly.
bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys. This is the best. If you're enjoying the pod, please leave the fucking review. Please leave us a review. It means the world to us. It makes a huge difference in our listenership. I'm gonna start posting these 360 videos up again. I'm not gonna worry about editing them because it was fucking me up. It would turn a 6-hour job into a 20-hour job.
Jesus.
And then it wouldn't work. So then I'd have to do another 6 hours, and that wouldn't work. And then I just said, fuck it all. So we put the 360 video up. Please send us messages on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that shit. Ben is at Riri Soda. Jace is at I Draw My Stupid Fat Face. What is it?
Just sad drawings by Jace.
Sad Drawings
I had
by
to
Jace.
change it because I'm doing job applications and stuff.
I think that's good. And I'm at Kevin Tinkin because I'm a normal person. And also, feel free to add me and Ben on the PlayStation Network. I'm at capt CAPT_foot_pain. Ben is at, what is it?
Gay guy 42069.
Yeah. And hit us up on there. I know some of you have already hit me up on there. If Fortnite is being played on my PlayStation. I can't make this clear enough. Do not message me because it is not me. It is my children. But you know, we got to stay a part of the community, and yeah, feel free to, if you want to play with my kids or whatever, you know, knock yourself out, but just don't be a piece of shit. Send us an email at brainjailpod@gmail.com. I love you. We're gay. We want to kiss each other in the mouth and put our tongues in each other's assholes.
Okay, bye.
The feeling of worry, nervousness, will unleash, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
Shit, if this gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God, they're gonna know I'm dumb.